Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, well, 16-player co-op and local split screen has finally come to Halo MCC on PC. Now, just to clarify, Xbox has always had these capabilities, but PC never had it on MCC. Until now, thanks to this mod called Alpha Ring, which was made by Winter Squire with the help of Priceception. And I'll put a link in the description below so you could check it out if you want to download this for yourself. The video uploaded by Priceception will explain how to download and install this mod. It's very easy. It's just simply drop like a DLL into the MCC folder and it just works. So for this video, I'll be showing you guys what this mod looks like, how it works and all that. So right off the bat, you can see that there's a little menu that pops up on the side of the screen. That little menu there, that is how you control the split screen co-op. So let's load in game with just 4 players normally over Xbox Live, and we can see everything works normally right now. And then we're going to use that menu on the left to add in the everyone's split screen characters. So right now each person is just by themselves, one screen. I'm going to add my split screen characters, so I now have 4-player split screen going on my one PC. And then everybody else in my lobby, they're going to do the same too, and they're each going to add 3 other players so that each person has a total of 4 players on their PC. And because we can only launch co-op on MCC with 4 players in a lobby max, that means with each person having 4 players, we can have a total of 16-player co-op in Halo 3 ODST. And as you can see, everything works great. Everything works perfect. Now, at the time of recording this, I didn't have other controllers to plug in, but that's really all you need to do is just plug in other controllers and you'll be able to control the other players on your screen. You can even use that menu that I had to assign controllers to certain players, or assign one controller to multiple players, or assign a keyboard and mouse to some of the other screens. And yeah, it just all works very well. No issues at all. In campaign, all the scripting works. There's no desyncs. Teleporting works fine. Even cutscenes work perfectly too. Now in ODST, it does seem like there's a high chance where someone dies, the game will crash. So do be aware of that and be careful. But aside from that, everything works. Unfortunately, there's no smooth transition between missions. After each mission, it does kick us back to the main menu and we'll have to manually start the next mission. But it's a small trade-off for that. The other thing is that Halo Reach is the other Halo game that can do 16-player co-op, and it's a lot more stable on Halo Reach compared to ODST. So just to clarify again, only Halo 3 ODST and Reach can do 16-player co-op. Other games, every other game can do 4-player local split screen, or 2-player split screen with another player that's doing 2-player split screen. But no other Halo game can go above 4-player co-op, whether online or local. Only ODST and Reach can do that. But speaking of Reach, as you can see, it does work perfectly fine as well. In fact, having all those players, it doesn't break the mission either. Even like on missions where like everyone, quote unquote, has to get into a vehicle or something, the mission still progresses just fine. Even the Saber mission, where you're supposed to spawn in a vehicle, works, except other players, they kind of just spawn in space. There's no gravity, so you can just float around and just explore like this, which is actually really cool because we don't really get to explore around the space area on this mission, so that is one thing you can do. But yeah, I mean, it works great there. But what about the other Halo games? Because ODST and Reach, they work the best. They support the most players, 16-player co-op. But like I said, other Halo games not as great as that. Now Halo CE, you can do 4-player local split screen. You can't do it online. If you do it online, you try to add more players, nothing happens. But as you saw there, Anniversary Graphics is broken. Anniversary Graphics only supports 2-player split screen at the most. Beyond that, the screen gets really weird. Classic is fine though. And the same for Halo 2 Anniversary. In Anniversary Graphics, the split screen HUD is completely broken. It works fine with 2-player split screen, but beyond that, it completely breaks, even worse than Halo 1 Anniversary. But classic graphics in Halo 2 work fine. You can do 4-player split screen as well, which is well beyond the capabilities of the original version too. Halo 1 and 2 on the original Xbox, they only ever supported 2-player split screen. It's the same with Halo 3 as well, and pretty much most Halo games, I think. In fact, what's interesting is for Halo 3, there used to be a glitch you could do on the Xbox 360 to force 3-player split screen. But if you did that, and you encountered like a grave mine or a Cortana moment, actually I think it was just a Cortana moment, but if you encounter one of those, it would just crash the game. It would crash your whole Xbox 360. But on MCC, that bug no longer happens and it does not crash anymore, and you could render 4 Cortana moments on all 4 screens just fine with no glitches or anything like that. So yes, split screen works better than it ever did on the original versions of these Halo games. Now, we also tried to do, we realized that since this method just kind of forces players into the game, we were wondering if we could go above 16 players. So we tried in Halo Reach multiplayer, and if we tried to go above 16 players, we actually got this interesting message saying that split screen is not supported in the Halo Reach beta. It's actually really cool that that message is still like left over at MCC somehow. Other times when we try to go over 16, we also got this message saying that the lobby's too full, it doesn't have enough space for more players, which makes sense. But basically, the game does not, no matter what, even with this mod, you cannot go above 16 player lobbies. It would have been really cool if that worked, but unfortunately, it did not work. But yeah, so there you guys have it. That is how that mod works, and that is what it does. And you can even do crossplay with Xbox players using that, so you can have a lot of really cool game nights, really a lot of fun results with that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, leave thoughts in the comments. Make sure to check out the tutorial for how to do this if you want to try it out for yourself. Link is in the description below. But aside from that, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys!